Alright fellas, so here we are back in Pokemon Masters. I just the wrong screen. Agatha and Arbok, the Variety Scout, is going to be dropping tomorrow, as of the time of uploading this, and recording it, I guess. This is a pretty obvious should you summon. Should you summon? No, don't. Just straight up don't. I hate these Variety Scout units, I'll be honest. I do not like Variety Scout units in the way that they've been handling them. Okay. Variety Scout, overall, I don't think are too bad, but the Variety Scout units, they're not making valuable. They're just re-releasing characters in sync pairs with no effort put into them, and they had about the same use as like general pull units, which is not bad for sure, but you have no incentive to pull for them. Like compare Agatha here, as we're about to go over, to Signasuit How or Signasuit Mina. The value is completely different, and honestly, Pokefair banners are just straight up better than Variety Scout banners. They literally treat Variety Scout banners as general pull banners, but they just make the sync pairs limited for some reason. But whatever. Let's go over the unit here. Let's go over Agatha and Arbok. She's another poison type support unit. Well, okay, she's another non-DPS poison type unit. We'll just say that. Poison doesn't really need much help anymore, but could have used another striker or something for poison. She could have had some value from that, but whatever. Support type, poison sync pair. Oh, alright stats here, you know, all of that good stuff. Her passive skill, she's got Team Underhanded Heal 4, 50% chance of restoring HP of all allied sync pairs when the user's attack move is successful against targets that are affected by a status condition. Full Bracing P move 9, raises the user's defense and special defense by 1 when its Pokemon uses a move. And Hostile Environment 1. Alright, so she's got Acid to apply poison, 60% chance because of Hostile Environment, which could also activate her Team Underhanded. Wrap for some trap damage, Leer for debuffing defenses, so she's got some utility here. Poison, trap, debuff, defense, great. And then she's got her Trainer move, which is horrible, in my opinion. 1 use, and it raises all allies' attack, special attack, and crit by 2. You can literally find a unit that can just do the same thing as this, but they can do it with 2 uses. Whatever. 1 out of 5, you can already tell. Look at Agatha here at 1 out of 5. Just don't summon for her, man. If she's your favorite, if Arbok's your favorite, I don't know why they are for one, but if they are, then great. Have fun, have a blast, go for it. But in my opinion, if you're gonna want a unit that can like debuff defense as like a support, go for like Special Costume Shauna. I know she's not out. And then there's like Bugsy and Scyther, who have not rerun, but they're free by all technicality. And in my opinion, that pair is just fucking better. Hold on, I really want to compare. Look at what Agatha's doing here in her base kit, and let's look at what Bugsy and Scyther are doing, a like 2-year-old sync pair at this point. Oh, look, they buff attack more, and they buff crit by the same amount, and if they get NPR, they max crit. The only thing that Agatha does that they don't do is fucking Poison Trap and buff special attack, which the Poison and Trap are nice, but do you really need it for support? Do you? I mean, sure, a lot of the poison type sync pairs may want to use poison for like Virtual and Toxin or whatever the ability is. Like, I think Emma has... Does Emma have it? Well, she has Toxic Freebie, so might as well just count it, right? But Emma here can already poison for 1. Has a better chance of doing it. Or about the same chance after the Hostile Environment. But not to mention... Let's go look at this another sync pair here really quick. Look at Iris, sure. Iris, she wants Virtual and Toxin. You know, she wants poison for her passive here. She already has Toxic Chance there, so she got 30% chance of poisoning the enemy with any move she does here. But you also got to consider, so if you're going to run Agatha for poison, you're able to buff all these stats, you're able to max Iris' special attack and crit, that's great, right? It's amazing. Where's your gauge? A support generally wants to bring gauge. Where's your gauge at? I don't think you can do much with gauge in this unit. This unit doesn't have gauge support, at least not without the grid, which is pretty bad in my opinion. But let's go ahead and look at the grid, speaking of. Another bad thing about Variety Scouts, most of the time you're going to have to get them to 3 out of 5 for them to be halfway useful, which is not that great because they're limited units, so you're going to have to keep summoning on their banner, or you're going to have to candy them, neither of which are worth it in my opinion. But looking at a grid, 1 out of 5, not much. Escape Artist and Leer move gauge refresh. 2 out of 5, Quick Cure. Terrify 1, lowering attack. Potent Toxin, increases damage from poison, and then Poke Trap for increasing damage from trap. Hit and Heal or a Trainer move, which can be nice for heals. And that's it for 2 out of 5. So nothing really outstanding there either. 3 out of 5. Team inflict and heal 3, restoring HP again. Whatever. User's status move is successful, so every time you use Leer, you can heal, which is nice. And then Leer Catalytic Infliction, which the first time it is used, it will apply move gauge acceleration. So that's a gauge fix right there. But also got to consider that this is once only, and outside of that, there's no way to buff crit, or there's no way to buff speed or apply move gauge acceleration again, right? That's not great. Looking at everything else here, she's got hostile environment on Poison Sting, I guess, so she's now got a 100% chance. She's got Berserk Bunch and all ramped up for her trainer move to be able to get to +3 on the attack and special attack, and then Team Sharp Entry 1 so she can actually max crit. Yay! You have to candy this unit for her to do what a lot of other sync pairs can do at the bare minimum. Maybe I'm just being a little bit too negative, but damn, I'm not really into this. I'm really not. Let's go ahead and do that, sure. I guess with this setup, you can go for a trainer move NPR and just kind of hope, get rid of that. And I guess with this setup, you can try and go for this, get your max stats, but you have to go for the NPR in order to actually max crit. You can go for that. I mean, that's not too bad, being able to max attack, special attack, and crit in 2 turns if you get the NPR. So I'm not going to act like that's absolutely horrible. I'm not. And then Lyric Catalytic Infliction, that's not too bad, but it's only once. And just looking at everything else, she does a little bit as a support. She can do the trapping, she can do the poison, defense debuffing, maxing these stats with the NPR, but you got to have 3 out of 5, which is not great. 2% chance per, 2% chance for the main target sync pair, which is of course Agatha here. So the same as a Pokefair, which isn't bad, but why not just spend on a Pokefair at that point? Agatha, you need 3 out of 5 in order to have a lot of use out of her, whereas How, for example, gets a lot of use here at 1 out of 5 due to infinite electric terrain, having Fairy Zone. Well, not infinite electric terrain, but a lot of electric terrain. He's got Fairy Zone. He's able to buff ally speed. He's able to debuff enemy speed, do some good side DPS with Buddy Electro Web. He's actually got a good trainer move here, able to actually get his stats up. Team Power Nox, he's able to help allies as well with electric terrain. He's able to do a lot here for allies and himself at 1 out of 5, not even looking at the grid. Mina, who is also out right now, she's a support. She's able to max special attack. She's able to heal allies a lot, apply damage guard, buff allied defenses here. She's able to apply Fairy Zone and Rain as a support, which is nice. She's got a lot of value there too. And then look at the future sync pairs. Acerola is cracked, one of the best friggin' supports in the game. Not even looking at the grid. Having Sun and Grassy Terrain as a support, you're already amazing because you're helping out every grass pair in the game. Buddy's Swords Dance, raising all allies attack, raising all allies physical moves next. She's raising all allies crit by 3 in 1 turn. Raising allies speed a little bit, raising defense a little bit. She's doing a lot all on her own, and these are all Pokefairs. So you have the same chance of getting them as you do Agatha, but you also got the added bonus of having a 3% higher chance overall for 5 stars, which is also nice, for 5-star power-ups. Whereas Agatha here is just not, she's not living up to the standards. If this was a general pool unit, this would be great, right? This would be a great general pool unit to add, easy to get copies of, right? Great free sync pair they didn't have to put a lot of effort into, and people would have a nice sync pair here, help out with, free-to-play Kanto teams, I guess, and stuff like that. She'd be pretty nice, but she's not. She's not free. She's a variety scout unit. And as of right now, I wouldn't recommend you summon. I don't. If you like Agatha, if you like Arbok, if they're your favorite characters and favorite Pokemon, whatever else, then great. Summon all you like, have a blast, but in terms of sheer value, do not summon for these characters, save for any of the upcoming Pokefair units for the Alola Villain Arc, Lana, Acerola, those 2 are coming up. You already have Mina and How out right now. Would not blame you to summon for any of those units. Lana, we'll go over Lana later, but that's fine. She's good, but don't worry about it right now. Agatha, not all that great. Well, she's fine, but just so much more value this month. Just looking at every single thing that's coming out. All these future sync pairs, everything out right now. Agatha does not have much value, so that's the footnote there. Or that's the end note, I guess. Should you summon? No. And that's it. I'm going to end the video there, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think about Agatha and Arbok as a Variety Scout unit down in the comments below. Let me know what you actually think about Variety Scouts in general, as a whole. Do you think that I think they should be revamped? And if you believe that too, how do you think they should be revamped? Do you have any like specific inputs that they could do to make these seem more valuable? Do you think they should make Variety Scouts turn into like general pool scouts, or like, you know, spotlights or whatever, or something like that, to where the sync pair then goes into the general pool afterwards, or something like that, or just maybe add value overall to these units, just making them better, whatever else. So let me know what you think about Variety Scouts overall. Let me know what you think they can do to fix the Variety Scout problems. At least I believe that they haven't at the moment. But yeah, I'll see you all later.